So welcome to a very special episode of the Get Off My Lawn Records podcast. This will be a short one. Get off my lawn! We're going to do an unboxing of this beautiful Korg Volca Kick.
Awesome.
Yeah, we got Cody with us here. Cody's been on a couple of the Freeform Fridays.
Playing drum machines.
Playing drum machines, that's right. Or electronics, as I think I credited you. The box has a little bit of weight to it. It's cardboard, but it's a pretty nice package. So I figured doing an unboxing video of this would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So let's crack this open and see what we got. So opens up there and then there, and the whole thing lifts up. Now this is the same box that the Volca FM would have been in. So you open up the box, and you've got your manual. And the manuals on these are hilarious because, as you see, Bible print plus it's more than you'll ever. It's a lot of stuff. But looking at the manual here, it looks like this top half is English. Or just this corner.
Probably just that corner.
Probably just this corner. Let's check the other side. Obviously, we're not in a soundproof room, but we're gonna get through. That's right. So it's just this one side. So here's the manual in English. We've got our introduction, our power button, which they have to put in the manual, and here's how to turn it on.
Yeah, because it's not obvious because you have to hold it.
Yeah, that's true. You do have to hold it. You got your display, your record, your steps, your step mode, your accent, your drive knob. There's a drive knob on this one. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Tone knob, pulse, active step, memory write, motion sequence. All of these, a lot of these are very, very common. They're similar in function to the others of the series. So I'm going to leave this on the screen for just a second so everybody can pause the video and read the manual if they're so inclined. Next would be a little piece of cardboard here. They do a nice job packing these up.
Yeah.
It's actually, they're made in Vietnam. I've been saying Vietnam's going to overtake China one of these days in terms of manufacturing. It comes with this little sync cable, which is a 3.5 millimeter TRS to 3.5 millimeter TRS. So let's open that up because I can't help myself. Now, this is the same kind of thing you'd use to plug your phone into your car's aux port.
Right.
It's about, what would you say, about 2 feet long?
About 18 inches.
18 inches? Okay.
Minus the plugs.
Minus the plugs. So, imagine you can get about that far apart, which is
far enough.
Far enough, but you do have to keep. You have to when you hook all 6 of them up together. You do have to be somewhat
cognizant of where they're placed.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. So that's what that little sync cable is. What I love is they include batteries.
Yeah.
What I don't love is that they're individually wrapped in pairs. So we have 3 sets of batteries. The way I open them without key or a knife like Cody's pulling out of his pocket is you just take, you twist, and then they come up pretty easy. But as you can see, it's a lot of extra packaging, and they probably could have skipped it, but they're golden power. You only ever see these like when they come in the box with stuff. I've never seen golden power for sale in a store. So let's crack open all 6 of these, and maybe I'll fast forward.
I actually don't mind that they're individually packed in tubes like that because it means that they only have to do one style of packing for them. They don't have to go, well, this is a 4-pack, this is a 6-pack.
Right, but all the Volcas take 6-pack.
Right, but they're not the only ones buying those batteries.
Yeah, that's true. So we got our batteries. They're out of the box. They were there. And then the last piece is our Volca itself, and it's wrapped in this little foam. It's very thin. It's not, but it keeps it from getting scratched up.
Yeah.
This one, somebody loaded it a little roughly when they loaded it up. A little hole in there. And then here's our Volca. It's gorgeous. black and white.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool. So let's get the box out of the way and let's take a look at this thing.
And it's based on the MS-20 or MS-10 filter?
It's an MS-20 filter.
Since that would make sense for the black and white.
Right. And they turn the resonance all the way up. Yeah. And then when we do our pitch, we're changing this. So you have your standard Volca array of things. You have your drive knob, your tone knob, color and level. We're going to find out what those sound like. Your amplifier, attack and decay. You've got a bend for notes when you're playing notes with this. You've got a time, which is kind of like a...
The bend is sort of like the envelope amount.
Yeah, that sounds right. And your time. You got your buttons here. Your function button is always very important with the Volcas, and your ever important volume knob. So the way the batteries go in, it's very easy. You turn it over, you flip, you turn it around, push down on these two here, comes out. Look at that, my serial number on this is 446. Then we close it back up, turn around, push our power button for 5 seconds, and you'll see a little blinky light come on. And it's just spinning. There we go. So now let's hear what this thing sounds like, because it comes with a bunch of pre-written things that I go through and systematically erase, but
they're still fun.
They're fun and they demonstrate the sound, right? So let's see what we got. Turn our volume up. So it's got a little tiny speaker in the back, right there. And then you have a headphone out that also works as a line out. That's how we're going to do the We Are Living in the Age of Neo-Feudalism. I've got all 6 of these. So we have our sound, and if we change our octave, so you hear how that's going down. Yeah, it really is an envelope.
Yeah. Some laser kicks.
Laser kicks. And so the time sets how long the envelope takes. So your tone is more like a high-pass filter, it sounds like.
That's a low-pass filter, but it's...
Low-pass filter.
Yeah, but it's no resonance. It sounds like a 6 decibel, probably.
Sounds about right. And then...
Get the drive.
That's the drive.
Get some gather kicks out of it.
Yeah. But does it do pulse width modulation? It does not, everybody. It does not do pulse width. So that's what that sounds like, and then you can actually, if you get it going...
Yeah, turn the bend on.
So you can get some real... So you can get some really interesting sounds. So let's see what the rest of the buttons do. We have our... This has a swing knob.
Ooh.
That's an improvement. The first Volca to have the swing knob was the sample, and I think the FM didn't have one. So with the sample, you can get some really interesting swing sounds. So we have our memory. That was our bank 1. Let's listen to what 2 sounds like. Let's see what 3 sounds like, maybe.
sure with considerable amounts of speakers, that would sound great.
Yeah, this we're just doing the little speaker.
Yeah.
This will sound
We'll shift lots of it.
Yeah. Let's see what 4 sounds like. And so you got your tempo knob. There's your 100. Let's see what else we got. That drive is going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
Make some real angry music with that. Let's see what 5 sounds like.
Awesome.
So what that's showing us is it's doing motion sequence. You see how this little lights come on? So this knob is virtually being turned in the middle of the sequence. And that's how you're getting a pitch change. Let's see what else we got. It just makes me want to go rap in Spanish. That's awesome. Oh, there's the island right there. For all you dance hall fans. So you can totally make bass lines out of this thing, which would be cool.
Yeah.
It'll be a nice alternative to the Volca bass, which kind of sounds like a 303. But this one has a sound all of its own. What else we got? That's pretty cool. So I'm just adding distortion like you would with a distorted guitar with that drive knob. And through speakers, this thing's going to sound massive.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think that's using its... this thing's got a thing called touch effects. So we'll play with that. We'll see what that looks like. That sounds like what that's doing is it's actually motion sequencing the drive knob.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And you'll see these... They're lighting up. It's actually playing a bass line right now. So you're not limited to just a kick sound. That's very cool. That's pretty cool. So you can do step mode, you can do step record. So let's clear one of these. So to do that we hold function, and then we press 16, which is clear all. And then we press play. There we go. I don't know. I guess I wanted to be running while I did that. Maybe this one doesn't do step record.
Really?
That's pretty cool. You just get it going by yourself. You can play with it. Let's turn off recording. So now when we do this touch control, That takes it up 2 octaves. This one takes it up 1 octave. We got sustain. I guess that doesn't do anything.
That's awesome.
So I guess these don't... Oh, that's a global mute. But these are cool, these rolls here. So this is... Tone all the way off. Turn off the, and let's go up 2 octaves. Let's go up 2 octaves. And now we got this going. I see here some 16ths. Let's try the swing. So past halfway, you're kind of silly. That's all the way up.
That's more of an effect than actual swing.
Yeah. But just a little up. It's got a nice sound to it. It's got a little groove. Let's play with the...
Though it won't transmit because the sync is 8th notes. So it might be interesting combining that with another Volca that's not swung.
Yeah. And then to save, you would just hold function, hit memory right, hit memory, and then you can pick your slot. But I still want to play with the built-ins and get used to what those sounds are, so I'm not going to write it. There's also some slides.
I think this is where sustain would help. The touch effect.
Oh, because sustain's not on. So that's the Volca Kick. I'm really looking forward to adding this into my album.
For sure.
We're gonna record this. This is all analog. It's digitally controlled, but it's analog sound generation. It's actually done through a synthesis filter, the MS-20.
Yeah, there is no oscillator other than, I think,
There's
an impulse.
There's a little impulse here, which we're not going to hear through the speaker very much, but those are the controls there for that.
Right, it's just an impulse to trigger the resonance, the self-oscillation and the resonance.
Right. So what do you think, Cody?
I kind of want one.
Yeah.
Kind of really want one.
I
mean, I have my Volca Beats literally just for the hi-hats, because I love the hi-hats in it.
Yeah, so let's pull that out and let's have a little jam. All right, so now we've got the 2 of them here, and we're going to turn them both on. And then after, I like to plug them in beforehand, but I wanted to demonstrate how they turn on. But you're going to take your sync in, so you're going to be listening to the sync coming out from the Volca Kick. So the kick will control the tempo, and the beats will follow. So we start this one. We get a little sound going. Now I'm going to mute everything but the hi-hats for now. We'll see what those sound like. Close hat, open hat. I'm holding the mute button to select which channels I'm muting. And then... so they're playing in time together. Let's add a little snare. A little Volca jam.
Yeah.
And then you can change this one without changing that one. So you go to here, and here are the kick changes. And then you have to press play on both of them to stop at the same time. That's the hard part with doing because the album is all of them running at the same time, just live.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to stop them all together. But that's the Volca Kick. I'm really excited. So thanks for joining us, and be sure to thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching, everybody.